Hey, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be watching the third episode of Westworld from Season 3 entitled The Absence of Field. Now, thoughts on the last episode are back there somewhere. Yeah, we had Maeve in Warworld. Turned out to be a simulation. And then upon her death, when she was occupying the robot and trying to run her brain out of there, she ended up in another, I'm guessing, another construct with who I assume to be the builder of the Rehoboth, I still don't know how to say it, computer system. You know, the mystery partner that Liam did not have access to the system because it was locked out by said person. That person also was like, yeah, we got an anomaly, Dolores. We need you to do something about it to kill Dolores. And also, Bernard went back to Westworld, found Stubbs, reprogrammed. I don't know why I'm doing this. He reprogrammed him, reassigned him, gave him a core drive, gave him a backstory, new directive, yay, protect Bernard low. Even Bernard went back there, and through their conversation, it's like he was trying to find someone strong enough to counter Dolores. You know, they're looking for Maeve. I did it again. So, a bunch of people, they're like lining up. I say a bunch of people. Bernard and this creator guy of the system are lining up Maeve to be a counter to Dolores. Their interactions have been brief. In Season 1, just crossing paths, and then in Season 2, at a little crossing, they crossed paths at like a campsite or something, hung out for a while, and then went their separate ways. Can't think of anything else. Want to keep this nice and brief, because it's really hot, and I don't want to be here in front of these lights that I got on forever, so no more rambling. Let's get into it. Season 3, Episode 3, The Absence of Field. Here we go. Bang bang, are we back at the shootout? The Westworld party finale? Season 1?
This is Charlotte Elizabeth Hale. This is a message for Nathan.
Nathan Hale. Right? Does that seem familiar? Part of the intro sequence of Season 1.
Bring yourself back online.
Oh, here we go. A little backstory at the end of Season 2 now.
Who am I?
Dolores giving people fidelity tests is hilarious to me.
You're a creature of beauty and power. Remember who you are.
Did she give her Hale's memories or Dolores' memories?
Now let me show you who you need to pretend to be.
Maybe the Nathan Hale was a ship on the Expanse. Doesn't it sound like a ship?
Charlotte Hale. She tried to kill all of us. They'll tell us there'll never be any more of our kind. The way they built their world, it won't take much to bring it all crashing down.
Going back to that control room to shoot people up and have a dramatic finish to the season last time. Like you don't do dumb shit when you're by yourself. Here we go, elevated scrutiny, San Francisco. I'm the robot smoking la cigarette. What the shit? Transformer connecting up Voltron ass.
The Saudis backed out after the incident in the park.
We're giving heavies to the fucking robots now because she's in on it. Is this the Omnic Crisis? Is this how Overwatch started?
Sure, we can find some use for them.
Sorry to interrupt, Charlotte, but you need to see this. Hundreds of corporations with no real standalone business model. Snatching up stock in microtransactions for years.
Oh, trying to get influence. Hey, don't let people see you.
You okay?
I'm fine. Whoever the fuck it is, dig them out.
When I first saw them bring out the red thing and it started to unfold, I thought about that last episode of The Expanse, that machine that broke into Tycho.
Contact me right away.
Fuck that. Back to Dolores and Caleb. Yeah, we didn't see them at all last episode. I didn't even think about that.
Help is on the way. Got a GSW to the torso.
Emergency response unit, nice.
Doesn't make sense.
She needs oxygen and blood and a
stim pack for that wound.
Yo. It's funny because they have the reliance on the machines and what it's telling them, but he has just his general, you know.
What did the police ask for?
he saw on the crime network that there was something right here, a call, you know, and then that's when they show up.
Call the cops.
They are the cops.
And they won't mind waiting for a uniformed patrol to back them up.
They're about to draw guns. What a lazy SMG that is attached to the wrist. Dolores, you better wake up, girl. Oh, two of them right in there. He'd be rolling around and grabbing, you know, he's squirting out everywhere. No recoil on the gun effects. I'm sorry, I'm being nitpicky. Well, she's so strong. When she holds the gun, there's no recoil, you see. I love this show. I love what I'm watching, but I will call out silliness or a missed edit if I see it, or an effect gone wrong.
Caleb Nicholas.
Not anymore. You'll need a new name. They'll be looking for you now. The less you know about me, the better.
You're a good man. You can be a pet. When I conquer the world, I'll let you live.
Engarod Serac. He's behind the hostile takeover.
Oh, the guy. That was the name of the programmer guy at the end of the last episode.
He's completely invisible. There's nothing about him online or anywhere.
Kaiser Soze. Kaiser Soze.
We sold this Serac a taste of our data, and now he's trying to steal our company like a thief in the night.
Yeah, you all would be surprised if you don't know already how few companies there are actually, because so many of them are owned by umbrella corporations, which then are just owned by another thing, which is owned. It's like,
Jake, how the fuck did you get up here?
there's something she should have known about him but didn't, and then as soon as he questioned it, she's like, sex, distraction.
When you forgot to pick up our son. Again. But you don't get to do that to Nathan.
Nathan, that's who she was trying to contact before.
Why won't you take me to see a real elephant?
This kind of mirrors the Arnold Bernard Charlie kind of relationship, but also Raised by Wolves, with having an imitation parent pretending to be your parent.
Sorry, buddy, my meeting ran late. Were you scared?
Not really. Tommy was at the park. He let me pet his dog. But you're not my mommy.
She's fucking up. He said,
Whatever happens between mommy and daddy, we will always love you.
Kiwi's in the process of inventorying all the park's assets. We're missing host control units, but there was a madam.
uh-oh, Maeve, right?
Dave Malay. Our pearl was stolen?
This was an inside job, from the top of the food chain.
Well, they blamed shit on Teresa in season 1, you know. Could that be an extension of that?
Chances are this mole has been feeding information to our buyer.
You know everything that goes on in this place.
I'm gonna pin it on you.
Like where you were while the rest of us were being butchered.
Look,
Oh? Stop cutting your arm. I'm just guessing she's doing it again.
I can't wait any longer. I'm coming to you.
I know the show does a lot of fun contemporary things with music, but I'm not recognizing this tune.
I'm here.
Oh, hello. Not gonna lie, that didn't look like Dolores' hand on her shoulder.
Where were you?
Black and white, come on.
I can't always be there to hold your hand.
Black with the light hair, white with the dark hair.
What's wrong?
The yin and the yang here.
Pretending. Living her life. What the fuck is happening to me?
Let's talk about it.
Analysis, turn off your emotional affect.
Ah! Oh, that's so funny. Weird, this relationship that, I don't know what to call her, Hale has with Dolores. Because I thought it was just like a Dolores clone, you know, in a Hale body. You know, she'd know what the mission was, she'd be on board, but oh, wow. This goes a little bit further.
Someone's trying to take control of Delos. They're aggressive. I only have a name, Serac.
He's not online, he has no records, but
Person we're looking for is
she'll
looking
find
for us.
him.
This mole won't find you. Because you're gonna find him first and kill him.
Well, this is Sirach fucking with her through the code acquisition from the past.
Until then, we have to be smarter.
I mean, Dolores is after Teddy's suicide.
They will find us.
She's more compassionate, or at least trying to be with her own kind.
You belong to me.
Is this like a
You know that, right?
parent-child relationship? Like,
Yes.
did,
Good.
just saying that made me think of Maeve's kid and that being a fucking wild card to use against Maeve, but that's way too far-fetched, even for this show. Fake money. Oh, whoa, you're the target? Shit. I always thought about that when they send out like Amber Alerts or stolen vehicle alerts and they say, this vehicle, look out. It's like the person who did it is like, oh, I need to change my car now.
You're a good boy.
Let me know if you see my son.
Who are you?
Fuck. Yeah, is there a clause to where if your mind goes to shit, you can be on a euthanasia list? Because I would like to,
No girl. Just me. Alone.
It seems Mr. Necker's met with some unexpected guest at Vista Treatment.
Now, does she care about him, or is that just a loose end for her rebellion and wants to make sure he's not, in trouble, because then that could lead back to her? It's funny how concern comes off as self-preservation, and sometimes people get it mixed up.
You're gonna have a little workplace accident.
All right, Cal. Let's lighten the mood.
Play music while you fall. Don't explode his heart. That's his that's his coworker. Does he sense something, or is Dolores remoting in? That's not what I expected to happen at all.
I'm right here.
Oh, yeah, cardiac arrest. 200 beats a minute for fucking 2 minutes or so? Oh my god.
I'm Dolores.
This is Charlotte Elizabeth Hale. My son. I love you so much, buddy.
Call him Buddy. There you go. Get some inside info.
But the school called. You're running late.
Again. She never picks up the kid. That's kind of her thing, right? Being a irresponsible parent. Come on, slow it down or speed it up. Like, or is it a pattern? Like, what's...
Your number cannot be completed as done.
Kind of like Dolores' voice.
Nice and slow.
Who the fuck is talking to him?
You're good at that, Nathan.
What?
Nice and slow. Would you like to see Sandy again?
Why is your hand on the son's hand? Excuse me?
Kid wanted to pet my dog. I gotta go.
So soon? My son really likes you. And you know. Get your things
Mommy's got a blackmail motherfucker with violence. Yes!
Nice of you to disable the cameras for me.
Wow, what a shithead.
Seeing you with Nathan, seeing you touch his little hand. I remember what it's like to be me.
Daughter at the Mesa, is that what she said? Is this... Is it Maeve Madam? Oh, I talked to the nice man. We can keep him.
He'll take a cheeseburger and a strawberry shake, whipped cream, no nuts, 2 cherries. Nothing for me, thanks.
We know everything about our guests, just like we know everything about our employees.
Trick.
Come here once a year on February 23rd and order the same thing.
Sure. Big data compiles information on
Yeah.
everybody. So what, Dolores?
Like, if you know you're being tracked, you know your patterns are being analyzed, and you have to do things that you know will be analyzed as a decoy to actually have your true intentions, but also not have that flag off or look like a false flag.
Let me use your phone.
Transcript.
Call someone.
I'll be right back. Wait here.
She has to come back. It's been a long time.
Since I left you, without a dope beat to step 2.
You sat in that spot for 5 hours. Your mother never returned. She was institutionalized 6 months later for schizophrenia.
Thought it would calm me down.
I was so upset that I threw up all over myself.
Oh, that's what the memory was earlier. Okay, I thought maybe he did some shit while he was in the military. This was a callback to that.
You're angry.
No.
You're so perceptive.
I am enraged.
Every purchase, job search, doctor visit, romantic choice, call, text, every aspect of your lives.
It's happening right now.
Logged.
It's been happening for years.
It's not about who you are, Caleb. It's about who they'll let you become.
He's in.
This is where you kill yourself.
Fucking what?
Given your history of depression,
Wow.
your mental illness, your proficiency with firearms, and your fondness for the ocean.
Hey.
In 10 to 12 years. Here.
Fuck you.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Are they wrong?
Has he thought about it? Has he
come back here?
Has he considered it?
Of the night. Think things over. You'll never be more than a construction worker or a petty criminal because that's all they'll let you be.
Marriage not recommended, children not approved. Yeah, I mean, I said he was in before. He's super in now. You haven't even pitched him what you're up to, which is tearing it all down, which will lead to a lot of human suffering, but also freedom. It's like the whole idea in the Matrix. If you end the Matrix and wake everyone up, well, yeah, you have the truth. You have this real shitty world that you now exist in. And some people just would rather be plugged in, would rather live the lie.
They put you in a cage, Caleb. Decided what your life would be.
What about you? What are you gonna do?
Start a revolution.
No offense, but what the fuck does that mean? You're gonna cut the cord to the system.
And show this world for what it really is.
You wanna know why I didn't tell those guys about you? You were the first
Real thing, right?
real
Yep.
thing that has happened to me.
That's all he wanted in that first
a long
episode.
time.
He said, I want someone or something real.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Is her emotional affect turned back on, or is she still muted? Like,
When skies are gray, you'll never know.
you're leaking. A sequence or an overlap? Oh, Christmas tree. It was that song, right?
Hello? I want to meet.
You got it. Just unexpectedly drives her off a bridge and drowns her. Like, you know, I don't trust you anymore.
Salut, Charlotte.
Oh. The Mantis again. Who we calling?
Have you forgotten our arrangement?
Oh, so that was Sirach's assistant that met with Liam in the first episode. For some reason,
Seems like you've been playing your role maybe a little too well.
Oh, he's not really there. That's what the glasses were for, right?
The situation has been challenging.
I want what you promised me. Dallas's dirty secret. Profile for every one of their guests. This was your idea, Charlotte. You came to us.
No, unless he knows that she's not, like, making it up to see if she'll play along.
I've been told exactly where the key is. In the mind of a host called Dolores.
Is this bullshit, or is this he's just having someone else working against Dolores now?
But I need time.
I'm starting to think that Sirach isn't real. I mean, I knew that was a hologram, and I knew in the other episode they were in a construct, but what if he's not even real? Like, he's just a program at this point. Ah, good stuff. The absence of field. If you don't like what you see in the mirror, don't blame the mirror. Okay. Yeah, so, as far as mirrors go, Hale was looking at one when she was talking with Dolores. I think there was something else. And then there was Dolores talking with Caleb, and about this world, and what they'll let you be, and we want to tear down the system, and I don't know. I'm kind of rambling, but Dolores and Caleb, I think, are going to be a great team, a great combo. Her pitch to him was really solid, I think. Like, slowly worked. I mean, of course she can be psychologically manipulative and, endearing or, ingratiating schemes, as they put it in season 1. So she's weaving him in there, and I think he's going to be an asset and to her revolution, her cause. There was something else about a mirror. I don't know if it was Dolores talking to Caleb and talking about what the world lets you be, and it's kind of like a reflection of the system and her desire to tear it down, and the parallels that had to season 1 in the park. I don't know at the end there if Hale really was the mole before, and now Sirach is trying to connect the dots and follow up and get information, or if Sirach knows she wasn't the mole, and knows that she's a fake, and is just trying to suggest to her that she's the mole to get her to play along. Because then he introduced Dolores, the idea of the key is in Dolores, so that's now 3 different people that are going after her. And like Bernard was so sure he was tampered with and was self-testing, and now he has this drive or this suspicion to get Maeve to fight Dolores, and that could be even coding that, Arnold, Bernard, whatever you want to call him, has been so fucked with in his head, and so rug pulled out from under him, and death and rebirth, and you're not real and you're real, and blah 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 blah, that it wouldn't surprise me if there was. And then, and Anthony Hopkins manipulated him last season. It would not surprise me if there was a more sleeper code from asset acquisition that was in Bernard somehow, and was giving him this drive, this thing to think he has his own idea to get Maeve as a opponent, or as an opponent, as an opposite, as someone who can contend with Dolores. And if they know everything, what you'll do, predictive points, it's good because because I am predicting this, it makes me think it's not going to happen, because Westworld has continued to surprise me. And I don't want to say that it's too obvious, but when they kick off the season with holograms, simulations, constructs, it's okay, we are setting the stage, we are showing you these big things so that at an opportune time it can happen again and you'll know what's going on. They outed themselves or whatever. So that might just be me giving them too much credit. I don't know. I just know we're 3 episodes in and I've been having fun so far. Even though we haven't really been to the park since Bernard's little visit to get Stubbs. But there are a few comments too talking about people on Reddit. There was a lot of speculation and a lot of build-up and a lot of back and forth on what could happen for this 3rd season. And it makes sense to me that you'd have to leave the park if the 1st season was about the robots are saying we don't want to do this anymore, and the 2nd season was about how they did it, and their goal was to get out. It makes sense that they're out in the real world. Unless, of course, it's just another fucking layer to this thing. I think I made a joke way back in 2017, maybe, in one of the episodes, that what if, the actual attraction at Westworld wasn't going to be in the Wild West Park. You were going into a robot uprising was the real appeal, and it was just in the setting of the Wild West. That's ridiculous, but so no Bernard this episode, no Maeve that I'm aware of. I'm not exactly sure with what personalities occupying Hale. Don't spoil that for me, unless, if it's not a spoiler and I'm just reading signs wrong, you can let me know. But if it's something that is yet to be revealed or, put together, let me try to put it together. Alright, this was a lot of fun, but it's going to do it for me for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully I can get this episode edited down on the 1st or 2nd time on the copyright filters, and not 9 render edit cycles for fucking me up in my head with copyright blocks. I'm not anti-copyright. I understand intellectual property and the desire to maintain a thing. I get that. I respect it, but 9 edits, 9 render cycles for a 10-second clip is just killer. It's just cry. I'm not making any money off of this. I don't have any videos monetized, so it ties Squid Game and The Leftovers for most render edit cycles to get through at 9, so holy shit. Hopefully, I'm going to try a few different things and see if I can get this one through a little a little easier. So thank you all again for watching. Hope to see you soon, and that'll do it for me. So thanks again, and goodbye.